Oh, oh, idiot. We should have gone in. I know. What an absolute moron. Filming this is just a ball ache.
Right then, Pigeon fanciers, I'm 3 races into the season now, and by all accounts it hasn't been the greatest start. But never mind, we keep trying, refining as we go. Today, the birds are on another training toss of 32 miles in the hope I can improve their fitness rather than have them sitting on my neighbour's rooftop. Whilst they're away, I take the opportunity for a clean down.
So we're now 3 races into the season, and I'm still training my old birds because they're not quite doing as well as I'd hoped. The hens were released 32 miles away, 11:36, 46:56, so 29 minutes ago. They should be due back in the next 10 minutes. But I've made a major mistake this year, and that was I probably should have paired them up sooner, at least the yearlings, to give the yearlings chance to bond to a hen, give the cocks and hens a chance to bond with each other and have chicks. But because I've been breeding them as late as I can get away with so that I don't run into problems with the sparrowhawk and the young birds, so I'm breeding in late January. If I'd have bred or paired them up in early January or late December, that'd have given them an extra few weeks to get accustomed to what they've got to do. And because I didn't do that, I don't think the motivation is there for them to get back. I don't think they have that much of a bond to the loft. So that's something that I've actually experienced every year, and I've just not thought to breed earlier. The old birds are fine, they get together, 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, they get together pretty much straight away. But the yearlings were still just fighting over boxes and getting to grips with what's expected of them. So next year, I'll be pairing up the yearlings much quicker. Here we go. It's half of them. It took way too long.
So, only half the hens arrive. Obviously, they've been split up somewhere en route.
That's the white fly, it's not mine.
Shortly afterwards, they're followed by the cocks. The next day is a Friday, race marking day, and that means it's bath time for the birds. If it's warm, they absolutely love it. A little later on, whilst going through the race prep, I let the young birds out for a fly, and I spot something nobody wants to see. It's a peregrine falcon circling around the birds. But luckily for us, it doesn't seem interested in the birds today. Perhaps he's on a recce, and we'll see more of him later. Meanwhile, I put the hens in with the widowhood cocks. He gets them all excited. They're on a promise. Now, this is where the comical cock-ups begin. I'd been distracted by my neighbour this morning, complaining of a fictional drainage issue he has, and despite my protest that I needed to set up for the birds returning, he carried on over the top of the fence. I did lose my temper somewhat, and it threw me off my usual routine. So, when I went into the house to retrieve my distances, it turned out to be a costly mistake. There she is, looking for this half-wit, with annoying rattle and whistle.
Oh, come on. Come on. Shit. Come on. There we go. I did not see you. 324. Bollocks, missed that. Oh, I have to have a look at that, see how long you took to come in. What an idiot. That's irritating. I've lost about 20 seconds on that.
After that, I was a little fed up. You prepare all week and ruin it with a distraction like that. Aren't I a miserable bugger?
Come on. Come on. There's another. See, I lost 20 seconds. I probably gained 20 seconds by not being here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Another hen. There we go. Come on. Nah, I'm a bit annoyed about that.
Nobody wants to watch a sulking 42-year-old swinging on the bench of self-pity, so I turned off the camera to spare you all. So now we have two races in one day. The Federation birds are going to race from Alnwick and the NRCC birds are going from Dunbar. I've selected 10 of my best birds for the Dunbar race, 5 hens here and 5 cocks. One of these hens flew from Lerwick in the Shetland Isles last year, 478 miles. This yearling duncock is one I've struggled to motivate to race back quickly, probably on account of him squashing his day-old chicks in the breeding season. He and the red shown here are both from Callahan. The red feels really good, he's firm and light and there's something about him I like. Then there's the two I'm expecting to do well. This checker is a son of Zidane 98 and 1983. He won a gold ring race from Dunbar as a young bird, netting me £600. He's also been 4th section 100th Open from Dunbar. Then there's 09682, he's one of Charlie Wolf's birds and he was 2nd section 40th out of 2,000 birds from Dunbar. So both of these have put in performances previously. Then lastly we're sending this guy. He's yet to show us what he can do. He won't take to a box since we lost his hen in the spring, but he's been training well and I'm hopeful he'll shine soon. After 20 minutes with their hens, I basket the cocks and we head to the NRCC marking station at Calverton.
You're not down SB then, are you?
Yeah. I think it's 4-2 something. I'm not going to guess it.
Yeah, don't worry. 22C, 66397.
He's a boy tomorrow's going to make you a cross-eye. He's going to finish your dreams.
Just watching a little robin. He's got a nest in the ivy there. He's been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, constantly, all day, for over a week. Rocky robin. Right, so we've got 2 races today. We've got one from Alnwick, which is 153 miles, I think. And then the NRCC from Dunbar, which is 201 miles, almost 202. And the Annick race, which is with the Federation, they went at 7:20 in a light westerly wind. And the Dunbar birds went up at 8 o'clock. So they're 40 minutes behind and another 60 miles, 50 odd miles, 55 miles, something like that, further to fly. Jasper, cup of tea? Cup of tea? I can use this cup, you might need a rinse out. Can I have 1 sugar, please? Good child. That is what children are made for. Making cups of tea. What do we reckon? Shall I pick the dropper up? Oh, don't know. You got a double shift today, sweetheart. You hungry? I've literally filled the trough with food. There's barley in there. Do you not want any barley? We've only just taken him away from his chicks, so there's 4 cocks in there that have been taken away from the last round of babies. So they're a bit agitated. Right, I'm going to get you out. And get you ready. We haven't done this for over a year, have we? I don't think we barely used you last year. Right, we should have been on by now. I think we should have been on by now. Should be now, no later. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
And now it's time for calamity number 2.
Here we go. As soon as I put you down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
The dropper does a splendid job of bringing down the first hen. But
Come on. Come on. Come on. Go in there then. Choose one and go in. Come on. Come on. Oh shit, my clock's not plugged in. Oh, what a dick. Oh, oh, idiot. Absolute idiot. Has she gone in? Oh, what a turnip.
I had to try and catch her quickly so I could get her over the antenna and hopefully salvage something from the race.
I know. I know, sorry. What an absolute moron. So mucking about with the camera. Oh, what a twat. 2 weeks in a bloody row. Oh.
And there you have it, folks, how not to race your pigeon.
Oh, filming this is just a ball ache. That's 2 weeks in a row now where I've been distracted and I've cocked up. I've just looked there and I reckon I lost a minute by not having the clock turned on. I had to run in, catch her, bring her back out, scan her through there. Here's another one. I didn't have my tripod, it was at work. Come on. Come on. I didn't have my tripod this morning, it was at work, so that threw me off. So I had to race over and get my tripod, and then normally I check it, and I usually turn it on about an hour, half an hour before the birds are due back. And that's when I went to get the tripod. So this is the problem with filming it. It's too easy to worry about where the camera placement is, and so I just end up losing time. I think I've lost about 9 or 10 yards there. Right, so I was sulking a little bit yesterday after my own silly mistake not plugging the clock in, and what happened was I left the tripod at work, so I raced to get the tripod from work, came back, and I must have just looked over there and assumed that I'd plugged it in and done it. So even if I'd have plugged it in, I looked and I lost a minute. I was still quite far behind the rest of the guys in the club, so we wouldn't have done particularly well with that. What my plan was to do well in the NRCC and send my best birds there, and I knew which 2 birds would do the best, and they did. They were 09682, which is previously, I think he'd either won or come second from Perth in the NRCC. And 77, who is the son of Zidane 98, and I've been hoping he would do something recently. He's the one that keeps going to York on the GPS tracker. Every time I let him go, he went to York and then came back. And a lot of fanciers said, "Well, that'd be for the bin." But I put it more down to me, something I wasn't doing right. So I dropped his feed a little bit, showed him his hen more, and it seemed to work. He came pretty well. So yesterday was quite a strong west wind, and for my section, I'm right on the boundary, and everybody else is to the east of me. And so when I got a provisional of 4th, assuming nobody else had the second bird, which I was quite happy, and that was him. He did really well, I think, for the conditions. I didn't get my clock read off because I was still sulking, so I just had a bath. Like, it. I was just fed up because that's 2 weeks in a row. But nobody's fault but mine, so I'll try and fix that. I'm going down to the farm fest. I've been getting the camper ready. As you can see, it's my camper van. I'm going to be taking this down to the Great British Farm Festival. So I'm putting as much stuff as I can in it. We've got the gazebo ready. I'm going to go pick that up from work this week. Matt from Echo Lofts is sorting us out a display loft for the farm festival. I'm going to be there every day, so I've got to go down on Thursday. I've got to take a bunch of time off work to do it. So I'm going to be down there setting up on Thursday, and then I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Ian's coming up to help out on the Friday, and Alex is coming to help out on the Saturday. And then on the Sunday, not yet got a volunteer, so it'll probably end up being roping my wife into it. She can come down and help. Maybe the kids might come and help. And I'm going to pick a few of my birds because we tried to get somebody local to come along with their birds to put them in the aviary, because the loft that we're having built's got a bit of an aviary on it. And that's what we really need. People need to be able to see the birds. I'm going to take the most interesting coloured ones, and they're the ones that were actually quite slow to come back from the race from Dunbar, so they could do with a week off. The black, the dun, and the red. I'm going to take those 3. I'd like to take one of my 98 or something like that. I might do, because but it depends how many. I mean, I don't know how many people are actually going to come to this show. How many people are going to be interested in talking about racing pigeons? It's a bit of an experiment for us to see if this works, and we've got the Great Yorkshire Show 9 weeks away. We'll be doing the same thing, but obviously further up north, so it'll be interesting to see if this works and what the reception's going to be like. I was hoping we'd have a local fancier that would come and help out, but no responses to the requests, so there we go. Anyway, next week must do better. Week after must do better.